What's going on, guys? So I apologize, it's been a couple weeks since I've gotten around to filming a video, and today is the first time I've really gotten a chance to sit down and film this video, so my apologies for the delay in videos. Now, what's today's video gonna be about? Safety razors. Like I had said in the comments of my giveaway video, my last video, I wanted you guys to pick out my next video, and one of the choices was talking about safety razors. So we're going to talk about why you guys need to be using a safety razor as opposed to cartridge razors, and just some of the benefits of it, and a little bit of history behind these guys. And before we get into this, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below, and ringing that bell. It don't hurt either. So let's jump into the benefits and why you need to be using a safety razor. So before we get into the why and the benefits of the safety razor, let's talk a little bit about the history. These were actually the precursors to the cartridge razors that are real popular today, but they came after straight razors. And I don't have one here to show you guys, so go ahead and take a minute to look that up so you guys can have an idea. You've seen them in movies, like if you've ever seen Sweeney Todd, that's the type of razor he's shaving people with in that movie and killing people with. So they called these safety razors because they were safer than the straight razors, and they got real popular after World War I. They would, I think it was Gillette, they actually had started making these and issued them to the soldiers so that they can keep themselves shaved during the war. And this was actually something they had let the soldiers keep out of their gear to take home with them. So they brought them back home. They kept their shaving habits from using these, and then demand for them just from the general public started getting real popular, so that guys didn't have to go to the barbershop to get a shave all the time. Okay, so now that we got the history out of the way of the safety razor, let's talk about some of the benefits and the why you guys need to be using a safety razor whenever you shave. First off is irritation. For you guys that are getting irritation while you're shaving, more than likely it's from the amount of blades that you're using on your razor head. You figure most of you guys are probably using cartridge razors if you're seeing this video and you have not used a safety razor. So most of you guys are probably using cartridge razors. And you figure that's anywhere from typically 3 to sometimes 6 blades, depending on the model that you're getting of your cartridge razor. And every time you run a blade over your face while you're shaving, you're actually also taking off a thin layer of skin. So the more blades you have, the better chance you have of irritation. So you want to cut down on the amount of blades that you're using while you're shaving. Now, the safety razor just uses the one blade. And I'm going to actually take this off to show you guys. And you actually have 3 different options for safety razors. You have a 2-piece, a 3-piece, and a butterfly razor. A butterfly razor is going to screw at the bottom like this, and the top here is going to open up like doors. And then a 2-piece and a 3-piece. This is a 2-piece. Get that off. But this is a 2-piece that I have. It just has the 2 pieces. And a 3-piece would just be this top part here. It would actually sandwich together. So, whenever you're using I have a little bit of hair on this, trying to wipe it off. But whenever you're using a safety razor, you're just using one blade running over your face to shave with. Now, you can do multiple passes with the safety razor, but at one time you only have that one blade running over your face. So it's going to cut down on the amount of irritation. You're cutting down on the amount of times that blade's running over your face, so that's going to decrease your chances of irritation. So if you're finding that you're getting a lot of irritation and razor burn from your current cartridge razor, this is going to help you cut down on that because you're using less blades that's running over your face. Next is going to be price. Now, whenever you get one of these, it's going to be anywhere from, a good one's probably going to run you anywhere from $25 at the low end to about $40. That's going to be about the sweet spot. It's just going to depend on the brand and the model that you get and where you buy it from. This is the Mercure 34C. I think I paid about $30 for this. I've had it for a little bit now, so I don't quite remember, but I think it was about 30 bucks. I'll link a website to buy it on in the description below. It might have actually went up in price a little bit by now, but it's not much more than that if it did. So price. Once you buy this, you don't need to buy it again, really. Unless you do something weird where it rusts or you break it, which can happen with the butterfly razors, knocking the doors off balance. But unless you do something really weird, it's really hard to break these. So pretty much once you buy this, you're good. After that, you have to get blades. Now, for blades, think of, okay, for example, the Gillette Fusion. A 4-pack of their cartridges will run you about $20, give or take, depending on where you get it from. A 5-pack of blades, and Gillette, I don't think Gillette actually manufactures these, it's just their name. But this, like $3, and you get 5 blades in it. Or you can buy them in bulk, $30. And you get 100 blades in here. And obviously I've used a couple packs. So 100 blades for about $30. And I mean, different brands will, vary price, not by much, but it'll just be depending on the brand you get. Feather is going to be a little bit more expensive, but they're very sharp. You're going to have brands like Merkur actually does make razor blades too. Parker, Bic actually does make safety razor blades also, and many others. So price, it's going to be a lot cheaper for you guys than the cartridge razors are. Even if you use some cheaper brands like Harry's and Dollar Shave Club, this is still going to be cheaper in the long term than the cartridges. Okay, so also, whenever you're using a safety razor, the blades on these are usually a lot sharper than cartridge razors typically are. So it's going to give you a lot closer of a shave. And the reason for that is A, the blades are sharper, and B, you're not pushing on your skin like you do with a cartridge razor. You actually let the weight of the razor do the work. So it's going to give you a lot closer of a shave, and you can actually do multiple passes if you're not, if you don't get a super close shave the first time around. Typically that would be, first you would shave with the grain, which would be the direction that your hair grows. You don't want to shave against the grain. It's going to be too irritating. You're going to cut yourself up and nick yourself and all kinds of things. But shave with the grain first, then you're going to shave across the grain, I believe it is, and then you'll shave against the grain last. And whenever you're talking about with or against the grain, it's not really up or down, side to side. It's because everybody's hair grows differently. You're going to shave up and down, side to side, but you're not, you want to look and see which way your hair grows first, because your hair might grow up. So for you, if your hair does that, your with the grain would be shaving upwards. If it grows down, it would be downwards, and if it grows to the side, it would be sideways. So just kind of pay attention and feel your facial hair next time it grows out a little bit to see which way it grows, and that would determine which way you would shave. And usually it's going to be the most comfortable way for you to shave whenever you have your facial hair would be a way to determine it. Just start shaving, whatever way is the most comfortable, that's the way you need to go. So those are your 3 main reasons. It's going to be less irritating to use a safety razor. It's going to be a lot cheaper to use a safety razor. And it's going to be a better shave to use a safety razor. And a bonus reason is they just look cool sitting on your bathroom sink. This is actually my full set with my razor and my brush. The brush is a Omega. I believe this was the Omega Tasso, I think. Yeah, Puro Tasso. For you guys who are looking for a shaving brush. I like it. It's a little bit of a shorter brush. But it just looks cool sitting on your sink. It's a good decor piece too. So that's kind of a 4th bonus reason. Okay, so now to show you guys who seen this video and are thinking about getting your first safety razor after watching this thing all the way through. To show you how to change the blade, this is a 2-piece, so like I said earlier. So the bottom would twist, top would come out. You want to be careful with the blade. And if you're going to get a safety razor, I recommend getting a blade bank. They're a couple bucks. You can get ones that either you throw away or that open up on the bottom. Pop that in there. You can also use like Altoids tins, things like that. That way you can just let your blades build up in a safe spot and then just get rid of them all at once. So now we're going to go ahead. I got a fresh pack of blades here. These are the Gillette 7 o'clock yellow if it's hard to make out on the screen. And I found that for me, these are the best blades that work with the Merkur 34C. You're going to find if you're new to using a safety razor, different blades are going to work differently with different razors. It's just going to depend on the weight of your razor, how aggressive or mild that razor is. They're in little wrap pieces of paper like that. There's the blade, razor head, and if you see these two little prongs on it, they actually fit into these two holes on the end, and that middle hole goes over the bar. Okay, make sure it's on there. Pop the head back in. Screw it in. Make sure it's nice and tight. You don't want it to be loose because then it's going to move around while you're shaving and it's going to cut you up. That's how you shave the, or change the blade in a safety razor. So thank you guys so much for watching this video on reasons and to use a safety razor. I hope you guys got something out of it. I hope it kind of helped you determine whether or not you do want to switch to using a safety razor. I do highly recommend it for most people. Once in a while, if you take blood thinners or something like that, you might not be able to use this. But for most people that don't have that going on, a safety razor is going to be your best option for your daily shaving needs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button below and ring that bell. It don't hurt either. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good night.